For another look at instructions, watch another art teacher, Cassie Stephens, making this project too. Thanks for the great idea, Cassie.
Take a horizontal piece of paper, starting at the left side, bring it over to the right side and fold. Unfold, and then bring the top down to the bottom, folding the paper. Once you've done that, unfold, and then once again, bring the left over to the right. Take 3 fingers, glue them together, figuratively, and then put them on the fold, both folds, and put a polka dot where your fingers were. Draw a line that goes from the dot to the upper right-hand corner of the paper. Cut, open, and there you go. You've got like a weird M shape. You're gonna take a marker, draw a horizontal line. That's your horizon line. Then you'll draw a series of vertical lines in varying widths. Those will be your buildings. Then you can take your time and decorate the windows of your building, making each one of your buildings different and unique, just like us. Go ahead, draw rectangle windows, half circle windows, whatever you like to do, while I'm going to go ahead and go in zoom fast zippity mode and finish off my buildings. Once you've gotten all of your buildings done, then you can color them in. I'm using colored pencils. You could use markers, crayons, whatever you have on hand. You could even just shade with a pencil for a kind of black and white look. Now you're gonna take the top of your paper, fold it back down, flip it over, and then repeat the same process on the back. Basically just folding the paper back and forth. Turn it over, and here's where things get a little tricky. You're gonna put your index finger, your pointer finger, right there in the middle, and then bring the buildings down just a little bit, creating a fold. You see it? A fold behind the buildings. There we go. Give that paper a massage so it stays put. Then you have this angle line of a fold. Repeat the same steps on the other side. It's a little tricky. You can do this. This is what's going to make your buildings pop up and stand out. To really get them to stay in place, later we'll add tape. But for now, go ahead and unfold, and go ahead and use a marker to follow those crease lines. That will be your road. To really show that your road is going back into space, draw the dashes in the middle of the road so they get gradually bigger as they come closer. When I colored my road in, I really wanted it to look like it was going back into space. So that point in the back is where my lines are radiating or coming from. You could color yours any way you like, but for me, this really allowed me to show the space and the depth that I was trying to create in this 1-point perspective. It's called 1 point because that little point where I was having my lines radiate from, that's the point where all the lines of my buildings are coming from. That's my 1 point. Now that I'm done coloring, I'm gonna go ahead, bend it back up, and now's the time to tape into place.
There's so many ways to do 1-point perspective with different themes. Think about what you want to do. It just needs to have a vanishing point, a horizon line, and things get smaller as they get closer to that point. You could make a city. You could make any kind of environment that you want. So experiment with that idea, everyone. Thinking about creating the illusion of space on a flat surface. Have fun, everybody.